Hello everyone. Hope you have gone through the previous video of polynomials where I discussed about how to identify polynomials and what are the kind of polynomial, the types of polynomials, monomial, binomial, trinomial, based on the number of terms. And based on the degree, we had constant polynomials, linear, quadratic, and cubic polynomials. So today's video is on finding about the zeros of a polynomial. Now, what is the meaning of the word zeros of a polynomial? So if I am having a polynomial, px is 5x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 2. Now I'm going to replace it with different values. Here they are replaced with, let's say, 1. So when I'm replacing with 1 and I'm solving this, I get 5 minus 2 plus 3 minus 2 and I solve, I get 1. So this is the value of P1. Okay, the value is not 0 here. Now, suppose I think of a value where when I'm substituting the value of x, the answer is 0. That is called a zero polynomial, right? So in this, we are not finding zeros actually. Here we are finding P1, P2. That is the value of the polynomial at a particular value which they have given. Okay. Now, the zero of a polynomial is when you get 0. Now, let's see here. We are having a polynomial here. Px is x minus 1. So in this px is x minus 1. When I am putting the value of 1, here I am putting the value of x as 1. So I am getting p1 is equal to 1 minus 1. I am getting 0. So these kind of values which give us 0 is called a 0 of a polynomial. So I can say 1 is a 0 of this polynomial, right? So here they are saying, can you check that 2 is a 0 or not? So if I am putting 2, 2 minus 1 is 1. Right? So this is not a 0 of the polynomial because I'm not getting the answer 0, right? So this is the meaning of 0 of a polynomial. Put the value of that number in the polynomial. If I'm getting 0, then that is called 0 of a polynomial, right? So here they have said, if px is 0 is a polynomial and 1 is a root of the polynomial. So we say px is 0. So 1 is a 0 of the polynomial or root of the polynomial. Right? So this is the same 0 of a polynomial or root of the polynomial. Here we can, they have given a very important statement. A non-zero constant polynomial has no 0. Now, last video I had discussed what is the meaning of a constant polynomial. So you have 5, 6, 7 numbers without variable written. So here the value of 5 can be written as 5x to the power 0 because any number to the power 0 is 1. So here they are saying a non-zero constant polynomial means except 0. A non-zero constant polynomial has no 0. So what is the 0 of this? There is no 0, right? So here, if I am given an MCQ, what is the 0 of the polynomial 5? So a non-zero constant polynomial has no zeros. And what about the 0 of a 0 polynomial? Every real number is a 0 of the 0 polynomial. So what was 0 polynomial? The number 0 itself. So here the question is, what is the 0 of a 0 polynomial? The answer is every real number. So whatever value I am going to put, suppose I am putting the value of x as 8. I know that 8 to the power 0 is 1. So 0 into 1, I'll get 0. So every real number, whichever real number I'm going to put, I'm going to get the value as 0 itself. So every real number is a 0 of the 0 polynomial. But a constant polynomial, except for 0, that is a non-zero constant polynomial, will have no zeros at all, right? Now we go to the exercise where we have to solve the questions as per the instructions. So this is exercise 2.2. The first question says, this is the polynomial, okay? And we have to find out the value of this polynomial at x is 0. So what I need to do in these questions is put the value of x as 0. So 5 into 0 minus 4 into 0 square plus 3. Now we know that 0 into anything is 0. So these two terms are 0. And what is left here is 3. Right? So the first answer is 3. Second one, if I'm putting x as minus 1. So 5 into minus 1 minus 4 into minus 1 square plus 3. What am I doing? I am putting the value of x as negative 1. So x is minus 1, I'm putting this will become minus 5. Minus 4, when I square this, I'm going to get positive 1 plus 3, right? Minus 1 square is positive 1. So this will be minus 5 minus 4 plus 3. So minus 9 and plus 3, answer is minus 6. So x is minus 1, answer is minus 6. Then the third part, x is 2. So this will be 5 into, put the value of x as 2 now, minus 4 into 2 square plus 3. This is going to be 10. 2 square is 4, 4 into 4, 16. We get minus 16 because there is a negative sign outside, plus 3. 10 and 3 will give us 13. 13 minus 16, minus 3. So first question is quite simple. We just have to put the value of x as given in the parts. Then we go to the second question. Second question is also similar. Find P0, P1, P2. So what we need to do is first put the value of y as 0 here, then put the value of y as 1, then put the value of y as 2, right? So if I am doing the first question, Py is equal to y square minus y plus 1. So I want to find P0, substitute the value of y as 0. 0 square minus 0 plus 1. Answer is 1. If I'm putting 1, then I'll get 1 square minus 1 plus 1. 1 and minus 1 cancel. This is also 1. Then I'm putting 2, that's 2 square minus 2 plus 1. So this is going to be 2 square is 4 minus 2 plus 1. This is 2 plus 1, that is 3. So whatever I've done, I am putting first step, putting P as 0. Second step, I am putting P as 1. And third step, I am putting P as 2. So we'll have to do it 3 times because the value of y they have given 3 different values, right? So you can try this sum. Same way now, we have to repeat the same procedure for the other parts. So if I'm doing the second part now, the value of Pt is given 2 plus t plus 2t square minus t cube. So here again, find P0. Wherever there is t, you will put 0. So 2 plus 0 plus 2 into 0 square minus, instead of t, again 0 cube. What have we done? Wherever there is t, we are putting 0. So this is going to be 2 because all this is going to be 0. We get 2. Next one, we are going to put the value of t as 1. So this is going to become 2 plus 1 plus 2 into 1 square minus 1 cube. So 2 plus 1, 3, 3 plus 2, 5 minus 1. So this is going to become 4. 2 plus 1 is 3, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 minus 1 is 4. Next, we are going to find out the value of P2. So P2 will become 2 plus 2 plus 2 into 2 square minus 2 cube, right? What have we done? We are putting the value of t as 2. So this is going to be 2 plus 2, 4. 2 square is 4, 4 to the 8, minus 2 cube is 8. 8 and 8 gets cancelled and we get 4. So this is how we do this sum, where we just have to substitute the value of y and t as 0, 1, 2 as given in the question. Now let's go further to the third part. Again, simple question, find the px equal to x cube, find p0. So when I'm putting x as 0, I'll get 0 cube, that is 0 itself. P1, I'm going to get 1 cube, that is 1. And when I'm finding P2, that's going to be 2 cube, that is 8. Right? Simple sum. And fourth part, Px is equal to x minus 1 into x plus 1. First, I'm putting value of x as 0. 0 minus 1 into 0 plus 1. So this is minus 1, first bracket, into 1. So we get minus 1, right? And then when I'm putting value of x as 1, I'll get 1 minus 1, 1 plus 1. This is going to be 0 into 2, that is 0. And when I'm putting the value of x as 2, I'm going to get 2 minus 1 and 2 plus 1. This is going to be 1 multiplied by 3, that is 3. Right? So you can note down these solutions. And if any question like this comes, you can easily find out the answer, right? Then we go to the next question. That is question number 3. Verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. So in this, they have given us a value here. For example, here Px is 3x plus 1 and a value is given, x is minus 1 by 3. We need to put this value here and see whether these are zeros. So I had told you at the beginning of the video that when I'm putting a value and the answer is 0, that is called 0 of a polynomial. So if I am putting the value of x as minus 1 by 3, am I getting 0 or not? That is the question. So 3 into minus 1 by 3 plus 1, 3 and 3 gets cancelled, minus 1 plus 1, 0. So what am I supposed to do? I am supposed to write that this is a 0 of the polynomial. So minus 1 by 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. Let's take the next one, 5x minus 5. Here the value of x is 4 by 5. So P 4 by 5 I am taking. So 5 into, what am I supposed to do instead of x? Put the value that they have given, 4 by 5, minus pi. Pi value we know is 22 by 7. 5 and 5 gets cancelled, we get 4 minus 22 by 7. Take the LCM here, LCM is 7. So this is going to be 28 minus 22, that is 6 by 7. So it's not coming 0, right? So this is not a 0 of the polynomial. So I hope you're getting this. We just have to substitute the value of x as given and indicate whether they are zeros of the polynomial or not. Then we go to the third part. In third part, you will find that there are two values of x. One is 1 and the other is minus 1. So Px is equal to x square minus 1. I need to verify both. First, I'm putting 1. So I'm going to get 1 square minus 1, 1 minus 1, 0. So x is 1 is a 0 of the polynomial. What about minus 1? I'm putting minus 1 now. So I get minus 1 square, that is 1 again, minus 1, 0. So this is also a 0 of the polynomial. So both 1 and minus 1 are zeros of the polynomial. Then fourth part, Px is x plus 1 into x minus 2. So here also there are two values given, minus 1 and positive 2. So what you need to do is put the value of x as minus 1 first. Okay. So I'm going to do the fourth part, P minus 1. What am I doing? I'm putting the value of x as minus 1. So this will be minus 1 plus 1, minus 1 minus 2. Minus 1 plus 1 is 0, 0 into minus 3. 0 into anything is 0. So the first part, minus 1, yes, minus 1 is a 0 of the polynomial. And what about 2? So when I'm putting 2, I will get 2 plus 1. Okay, I'm putting the value of x as 2 here. 2 plus 1 into 2 minus 2. So this is going to be 3 into 0, that is 0. So both are zeros. Both are zeros. Here also both numbers were zeros of the polynomial. Here also both are zeros of the polynomial. Px is simple. Px is x square, x is 0. So obviously when I'm substituting 0 here, 0 square is 0. So this is quite easy. It's going to be 0. For sixth part, P instead of x, we are putting minus m by L. So L into minus m by L. Okay, x value is given minus m by L plus m as it is. L and L gets cancelled. We get minus m plus m. Minus m plus m is 0. So this is also a 0 of the polynomial. Right. So we move on to the seventh part now. Seventh part, Px is 3x squared minus 1. X is given minus 1 by root 3 and 2 by root 3. So Px is 3x squared minus 1. The first value of x is given minus 1 by root 3. What is x? Minus 1 by root 3. So I'm going to put this minus 1 by root 3 in this value of x, minus 1 by root 3 whole square. Now, when I square minus 1, I'm going to get positive 1. And when I'm going to square root 3 into root 3, I'm going to get 3. Right? Root 3 into root 3 is 3. So I'm writing here 3. 3 and 3 gets cancelled. We get 1 minus 1, that is 0. So the first one, x is minus 1 by root 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. Now let's check the second part. Second part, 2 by root 3. Let's check whether 2 by root 3 is a polynomial, 0 of this polynomial. So P 2 by root 3 is equal to 3 into 2 by root 3 whole square. I am putting the value of x as 2 by root 3 now minus 1. So this is 3 into 2 square is 4 and root 3 square is 3 minus 1. 3 and 3 gets cancelled, we get 4 minus 1. So 4 minus 1 is 3. So this is not a 0 of a polynomial. Okay, this is not a 0. So in this, one is a 0, the other is not. So this is 0 of the polynomial, this is not a 0 of this polynomial. Then we come to the last part of question 3. Px is 2x plus 1. Px is 2x plus 1. X value is given half. So P 1 by 2. Instead of x, put 1 by 2. 2 and 2 gets cancelled. We get 1 plus 1. So answer is 2. So is it a 0 of the polynomial? Answer is no, not a 0 of the polynomial. So this is the technique by which we can find out whether the numbers indicated are zeros of the polynomial or not. Then we come to the fourth question. So find the 0 of the polynomial. Here the question is find 0 means what is that value of x such that when I put the value of x here, it will come 0, right? So the simple technique to do this is, so we have px is x plus y. Which value of x should I put so that it comes 0? So all you need to do is equate the polynomial to 0 and we get the value of x. X is negative 5. So when I'm putting negative 5, I'm getting 0, isn't it? Because minus 5 plus 5 is 0. So find the 0, x is minus 5. Second one, px is x minus 5. So again, equate the polynomial to 0, x will be 5. Put 5 here, 5 minus 5 is 0. Third part, px is 2x plus 5. Equate 2x plus 5 as 0. 2x is equal to plus 5 gets transferred to the right side. So what will happen? It will become negative 5. So x value is minus 5 by 2. Fourth part, px is equal to 3x minus 2. 3x minus 2 is 0. So 3x is negative 2 goes to the right side. We get 2. So x value comes out to be 2 by 3. Fifth part, px is equal to 3x. Equate the polynomial 3x is 0. So x will become 0 upon 3. And we should know that 0 divided by anything is 0. So we have to put, when I put x as 0, that will be the 0 of the polynomial. And sixth also, same way, px is equal to ax. Ax is 0. So x will become 0 upon a. And 0 upon anything is 0. So here we have the seventh part, that is px is equal to cx plus d. Equate the polynomial to 0. Cx will become plus d, transfers to the right side. We get minus d. So x value is minus d by c. So question is find 0 of the polynomial. When I put x as minus d by c here, then this answer will be 0. So this is how we find the 0 of the polynomial. And in the next class, I will be telling you the next exercise, the third exercise, that is how to factorize polynomial, factorization of polynomials, right?